Hello audiophile. Today I'll show you how you can make your own high-quality AC main power cable at home. Just do it yourself and save some money. Usually systems come with these scrap AC power cords, some dangerous stuff. With this custom high-end class cable, you'll leave a big impression on your friends, girlfriend or even grandma. Such cable will also have good electrical properties, which will ensure the best possible audio system performance for all audiophile requirements. To make such cable, you'll need to buy a good quality power cable, which will supply your HiFi with power. It must have a shield screen layer and at least 3 x 1.5 square mm cross-section electrical wires. You'll also need a much larger diameter clear PVC tube. Its diameter should be almost at the maximum you can get for the Schuko IEC connectors to fit. Of course, you also need to buy such high-end class connectors. These are Europe type, but you may need UK or USA type. Links to them will be in a video description. You'll also need expandable braided sleeving to give the cable the design of your choice. This is what the beginning of the cable looks like, nothing complicated. The main idea is to pull the main power cable through the PVC tube, but every now and then wrap the insulation tape on the power cable. You can even do it 2 times as often, so that the power cable does not get loose and move inside this PVC tube. After cleaning wires, connect the connector that plugs into the main wall socket. It's important that the wall side shield screen layer is connected to the ground wire, while the equipment side shield layer remains loose. Hopefully it's more clear in this paint drawing. With painter or any other tape, wrap the cable end so that the cable does not tear the expandable braided sleeving and can be worn on top of the sleeving. It will take some time and patience, but nothing difficult. The technique is quite simple. Push it to the other end and then from that end start pressing it very tightly to get all the excess braided sleeving off. You can take off the connector so that it doesn't interfere with your work. At the end of the PVC tube, put double-sided tape and slide the braided sleeving on top. Press it to stick and lock it in place. Be sure to wrap the insulation tape tightly over the top to secure the sleeving as well. From this point, stretch the sleeving to the other end of the cable. Then cut off all excess sleeving along the end of the PVC tube. This will not be easy, as it's a hard material. On this end as well, put double-sided insulation tape, and from the opposite end of the cable, stretch the sleeving across this tape line. Try doing it while the cable is straight. Also at this end of the cable, secure the sleeving firmly with insulating tape. Well, looks very dangerous. Just like a high-class weapon that could be used to punish me for not washing the dishes. Then you need to put another layer of expandable braided sleeving so you can't see through the PVC tube. The second layer of sleeving also needs to be glued on using double-sided tape and masking tape. Lift the cable so that it stretches and stretch the sleeving again to the other end of the cable. Cut off the excess sleeving. Then strengthen the sleeving using double-sided tape and masking tape. Put the connector housing on top, but carefully as not to damage the sleeving. Cut off the excess sleeving and burn the cut ends with a lighter. They will stick together and will look much better. With a sharp paper knife, remove the outer cable jack without damaging inner wires. Then unwind the braided shield and twist it into the new wire. Remove the next cable jacket to get to the main inner wires. Remove jacket from these wires as well and twist them together. Twist the shield wire to the ground wire, just like in this diagram. The braided shield is only present on the wall side. On the audio stuff side, it's loose, not connected anywhere. Then screw all 3 wires to the AC connector. Just don't mix which contact is neutral, ground and phase. There are signs on the connector. Screw the AC connector itself together. Then disassemble the other connector and put the housing on the cable. And again do the all previous steps to prepare the wire for connecting to the connector. Just remember that the shield wire on the audio equipment side stays loose. Check with the multimeter which wire is neutral, ground and phase, if your cable has the same colors as well. You can also use a multimeter to check for the short circuits. Just remember to connect all the wires correctly. Neutral to neutral, ground to ground and of course phase to phase. After that, just screw the connector housing together. And here is the result. A high-end class looking cable that will provide good shielding and power capability, so that you can also connect high power amplifiers, subwoofers and active speakers. If you have any questions, suggestions or critique, feel free to post them below this video. And now enjoy your epic music!